Okay. Hi everybody. Welcome back to James Plays Outer Wilds. We're doing the DLC now. Echoes of the Eye. Michael warned me that this was possibly going to be scary, and now the game is warning me that this is possibly going to be scary. This is setting up to be something. I thought the base game was scary enough as it was, with the whole, space and end of existence and whatnot. A new museum exhibit is available. Okay, so I think that's where we're going to do our thing. Hi. There it is. Echoes of the Eye. I'm just gonna do all my setting up here before we go in. Okay, we should be on the correct profile now. We should have the correct button layout and have it reading the PlayStation controller and not showing me those yucky Xbox buttons. Let's go! Let's see how scary this game apparently has become. I guess it's, fitting. We are getting into September here, and then soon it'll be October, and yeah, perfect time for spooky games. So we'll go on foot. We won't need our suit or our ship. We just got to remember where it is we're actually going, which should not be a problem at all. You guys know me and how good I am with directions. I've only, played a whole bunch of this game and everything, right? Right? It's only been like a week since I last played. I haven't completely forgotten everything. While we're on our little trip here, I'm going to speculate on what this is gonna all be about. Echoes of the Eye, one would assume that they're talking about the Eye of the Universe. Echoes of the Eye. We know that there was a signal that drew the Nomai to this galaxy, to the solar system, that was coming from the Eye. And then they couldn't find the signal anymore. So maybe this has something to do with the signal. I guess we don't really have to worry about things like that. I just wasn't sure if that had something to do with, the new stuff or not. So I think I saw something new at the beginning there, and I just wanted to check if there was anything else. This is non-functional. So if I understand correctly, I found something like this out in space, and I couldn't do anything with it. And now they're mentioning the radio tower. I believe those things were implemented into the game just to, have them existing in the world. But now that we have the DLC installed, now they actually will serve a purpose. I think. Gotta take the road back. I am curious how this is all gonna play out. Because this is DLC that, you could have... It's part of the game, as you see. Like, we're not in, like, a different place or anything like that. Maybe we will, at some point, find ourselves in, like, a different place. Like, something new on the map? No... Unless the satellite wasn't being shown there before. But I thought it was. So I want to try and find the radio tower. That's fine. We've messed around enough here that we're just going to be meditating till a new day. Anyway. Yeah, so we already had that identified. This is open now. Okay. I guess if we're thinking of everything as being on, like, a plane... Yeah, like this. Yeah. So that's like a side view, and this is more of a top-down view. But I don't think I see anything that's... Okay, this is Timber Hearth. This is the Addle Rock. What is this? Oh, shouldn't zoom in just yet. Now we should. Not seeing anything there. Okay, we'll get to that in a moment. Well, this might be top down, and that one might be bottom up. Hi. Is that Feldspar? Or is that Gabbro? Or is that somebody else? I genuinely don't know. Okay, recording. Oh, so I guess that is Gabbro. That's him going to check, or them going to check the satellite, make sure it's working properly. So, ooh, I gotta figure out which angle is which. One would think... Well, I should never think. Never think. This is almost at the end of rotation. And if it's going up, and say, like, that's 40 degrees, and then 240 would be, I can't tell. I really can't tell. Was this path always here? Don't know if that's new or not. I suppose we could just mess around a little bit, just so I can figure out what angle is the appropriate angle. Boy, I really hit the ground hard there, huh? Alright, brain, let's do our thing here. So, I think it's using the sun as its, like, orbital pivoting. I think. So I don't expect that we're going to be getting much more done before things, you know, get all explodey on us, but at least I might be able to figure out the correct angle. So far, this does not seem right. There's no way for me to tell, like, what my angle is. Try to get a quote-unquote top view. Still not really seeing anything. You know what might be helpful, now that I think about it? That's over here. And I can lock onto it. Nice. Shall we try this then? Because I think there was readings on the satellite itself that might have told me the angle that it was at. I thought it might be a temperature reading, but it could very well be an angle reading. Especially, you know, given what we now know. Should be safe from hitting the sun, so we'll go ahead and do some autopilot. Plus, if we're looking at the things in those pictures, maybe we need to be where the satellite is, so being, you know, that's where the pictures were taken from. So maybe I'm not going to see something closer up, necessarily. Yeah. Just double checking. Okay, so far so good. I'm using my brain and I'm applying knowledge to try and put things together. Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's small. I really should be looking more at the numbers. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's really fine. I got an achievement for that. So that all works out really well. Oh. You know, now that this is the game. I'm playing the game perfectly. And now that I know that, I'm totally fine with screwing around like that. My goodness. Well, so far the scariest thing about this is my flying. Ha ha ha. Ha. But here we are, nice fresh cycle. So we'll get to spend more time playing around with the satellite and hopefully not crashing into it again. Although that was just absolutely beautiful. I mean, the satellite existed in the base game. I could have crashed into it at any point. So I wonder if I could have gotten that achievement even though I didn't have the DLC installed yet. Okay, we're gonna get out of the ship. Because this is a totally not unsettling thing to be doing, right? That's new. There's a recording there, but I want to take a look at the readings. That makes perfect sense that that would be a directional degree. This also works out because it was... No, this doesn't work out. I think I'm way too early. Because it was the other one, right? The, 240? We'll check our log real quick. Let's try map mode. Nope. So I don't get a picture of that in my log. So what we're going to do is we'll stay in this vicinity. And there's Timber Hearth right there. and we'll just kind of hang out around this. Oh, that's right. I need to actually be locked onto that in order to... I can't tell if that's a 2 or a 3. I think it's a 3. Can I zoom while in... No, I can't. Yeah, okay, so this is 40 degrees. Timber Hearth, we see nothing. So it was definitely at the 240. So we'll just hang out and keep on track with this little fella, hopefully not crash into it again. And once we get closer to that angle, then we will see what we can see. I may have bumped into the satellite again and kind of sort of knocked the map offline, but that's fine. That gave me an opportunity to start the day over and just sleep at the campfire for a little bit. So we didn't have to just, sit around and watch the numbers on the satellite. We just fast forward time a little bit. That's not right. Okay, we'll stop a little bit further away. We'll get out of the ship. $154. Okay, so that was about 8-ish minutes to get to this point. So in the future, I would probably sleep for maybe... try 11. But looks like we do still have a little bit of waiting that we're going to have to do. Okay, we're getting closer to the angle. So I think now would be a good time for me to get back into the ship. Which is... over here. A little bit further away than I expected it to, because I thought it was still matching velocity with the satellite. Okay, so here we are. And that should be Timber Hearth there. And I'm too scared to get too close to that and bump it again. So we'll just kind of look around like this. It's got to be coming up like any second now, whatever it was seeing. We're past it. How are we past it? Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Maybe I missed it already. It's going to be really great if I can't figure out the very first thing I'm supposed to be doing in this DLC. It's just going to be wonderful. 239. 240. And nothing. And we did do We did do 40, right? I'm not... I'm just gonna go back to the ship. And we'll go back here real quick, and I'll just double check the pictures. And if it was in fact 40, which I don't think it was, we'll try 40 again. At the very least, we smashed into the satellite, so we got something done there, right? 248. Son of a... Okay. Wait, what's unknown? Was there a shard that I didn't get? So, it's come and gone. I don't know what to tell you. I definitely was right here with the correct angle. And I was thinking about, you know, taking the pictures, but what good does this do me? Where even is the scout going? Scout? Did you bounce off my ship? No, you are... What are you doing? We're off to a wonderful start. This is Outer Wilds. So, what can we do? Huh. We're starting off with a bit of a stumper. And, you know, maybe it's meant to be, like, deliberately difficult to sort out, so that if somebody did install the DLC with the base game and they're going through on their first playthrough, you know, you don't want them to go down the wrong path, and you want to keep them away from the DLC stuff. So make it really, really difficult. But then when somebody wants to do the DLC and it's really, really difficult, what is one to do? Okay, it's a new day, everybody. I just wasn't sure what to do, and continuing to play the game at that point in time, it just didn't seem to be very productive. So I stopped, and I sent Michael a message, and I said, hey, I'm so stupid I can't even start the DLC. And while I was waiting for a response, I reviewed my video. And I realized my mistake. So, this This is not like some mysterious object. This is most likely the quantum moon. Because it's not anywhere else in this picture. We come over here. This might be the quantum moon there. And this should be Timber Hearth in the Addle Rock. Then we come over here. And we've got Quantum Moon there, next to the Hourglass Twins. Timber Hearth, the Addle Rock. Giant's Deep. Brittle Hollow. Dark Bramble. All the familiar places. Interloper. What is this, huh? This thing, this big black spot right there. Right in front of my face. So, at a quick glance, I just assumed it was one of the planets. Possibly Giant's Deep, which is over here. And I just wasn't, seeing it. Wasn't paying a lot of attention. Because I was kind of focused on this and the little spot here. And then the recording. Okay, there's Giant's Deep and the Quantum Moon. Okay. But here, it says they're talking about Timber Hearth, and then they immediately stop and get distracted. So that kind of reinforced my idea that, oh, there's something here by Timber Hearth that shouldn't be there. Just, this is just the thinking that I was going through at the time. But yeah, so we want to be there at the 40-degree angle looking for something coming over in front of the sun. Honest mistake, I think. I just, something caught my eye, and then this reinforced that belief, and I ended up going left when I should have gone right. So, we're going to go ahead, we're going to start a fresh day, and we're going to look for this thing right there. Hi, Gabbro. Had I kept playing the other day, I probably would have gone and tried the 40-degree angle again. It was on my mind to do that, but I just felt like there was something that wasn't clicking in my brain, and so I just decided it was better for me to stop instead of continuing to mess around. And that worked out for the better, because I was able to review and reflect and figure things out. Hopefully you guys won't be too annoyed with all of my messing around with the wrong angle, especially because we are, getting our answers now. But think of it this way. I'm showing off the process that I took in, coming to certain conclusions and attempting to solve a puzzle. And that would all apply just fine had I started with 40 degrees. So let me make sure that my ship is not in the way there. We'll get out. And we will check the angle and see how we're doing. Oh, okay, yeah, we got here a little bit on the early side, I guess. So let's say, it starts at 0 degrees at the start of the day. And then if there's a 360 degrees in a rotation, 22-minute time loop. So every minute it would be between, like... Would it be between 17 and 18 degrees per minute? That's presuming it actually gets a full rotation. That's presuming it only does one rotation. But here we are. Also, now that I think about it, you know, if everything's orbiting around the sun in, you know, on a certain plane, so to speak, like almost like more like two-dimensional, the fact that we were seeing something more or less under or above the sun, that should have clued me off too. But just, you know, things that you don't think about right away. So there's the thingy coming into view. Get back into the... Oh, that's totally the wrong way. Okay, so now we want to head off in this direction, I think. Keeping it in view. I don't want to go too fast because I don't know exactly where this is located. Actually, it looks like it's coming pretty close. It's not close to the sun. It's actually a little bit... Let's take it slow. And I can't lock onto that at all. Hopefully, I don't have to do this at the start of the loop every time. No signal. Oh, wait a heckin' second. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. It's essentially blocking out the view of the sun completely. But we can still see, like, the stars, and we can see the sun station. That is trippy. I guess we just keep advancing towards... We're in it now. This big enough for a ship to come in and land, maybe, hopefully. This is trippy as heck. This game still full of surprises, huh? The tech on how they are able to design this stuff is just really cool. Huh. Interesting. Like, what other game is able to, like, pull this stuff off like this does? Name one, I dare you. Like, even like AAA games with their budgets and crunch and abusive practices, they don't do this. They could never. Could use a little bit more light. So these are some sort of little, like, transports, maybe like little tiny ships, and we're in, like some kind of space dock, spaceport. Oh. Whatever this is, it's definitely not Nomai, and it's definitely not what our race is. Hearthlings? And it's something that's just totally obscured. Like some kind of cloaking technology. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and top off my oxygen and fuel just to be on the safe side. So I think it's safe to say that we've now kind of completely detached from the main part of Outer Wilds. That this is totally separated from the solar system. Wonder if we actually end up with a way to decipher this. Oh, whoa! I did a thing by accident. Okay, it's the light. So we are trying to... How do we do such a thing? Okay, that's the way back out. There we go. I was worried that I needed to, like, rotate one at a time, but they were too close together. Strange that this is... almost looks wood. Looks very separate from the rest of what we've been dealing with. And this is what counts as trees? We powered all those things on with the light, so it's very light-focused, all this technology. Oh! Excuse me? Can I... Is this... I think it is. I think I'm controlling it with the lights. Okay, that's cool. Let's just keep going down this way then. See what we have in store for us. Okay. There's another one. Can we dock over here then? I guess it's not going to cooperate, but this doesn't seem I'm going up stream, and so is the current. Fine, I'll go with it. We can always explore proper later, but for now we'll have ourselves a fun little boat ride and just see what in God's name this is. I'm curious if we're going to be impacted by the time loop. So I have no friggin' clue what any of this is. Like, if this exists in some other dimension or something. Can I don't... With the current, it's really hard to go backwards. And with the fact that this thing gets bumped around, you know, the 4 directions is not necessarily enough. But I was curious if I could actually, like, pull into those areas there and dock, so to speak. Because this was... we dropped this out of a building. Maybe they could go back in. And I've lost my ride. Okay, just hold on. Ship log updated. Is the log telling you that I'm can't get back on the damn boat, or what? What am I seeing? There's a thing. Okay, we've gone full circle. So, whoop. Boy, I thought the Nomai had really bad operating technology. I'm kind of stuck here, so... things seem a little bit different now than how we left it. A little bit more full of water. A little bit more broken apart. So is the passage of time affecting this in such a way? Oh my god, this is gonna be terrible. Look, my least favorite planet was Giant's Deep because of the water. And now we've got more water. Good lord. So we're just figuring out how some things work here. And trying to get used to going around. This is messy, though. Jesus. don't think the water is continuing to rise. Oh, yeah, okay. We are still having to worry about time. Good lord, man. Updated again? Didn't really think I saw anything new. But the ship knows better than I. Ah, what do we have here? Why is this one further? Oh. Well, that's a planet that we certainly don't have. Okay. How's this gonna work? Oh. Are we gonna be dealing with some sort of alien zombie business? Because I don't like that. I also don't know what the hell the lantern is for. Alright, well, thank you guys for not, jumping up and, screaming or something, because would not appreciate that. There's a lot going on in this little place, and I do not know how long it's going to take for me to explore and figure it all out. But we've got lanterns galore, an alien race that's very much dealing with light and how they operate. We've got lots to figure out, and I'm worried that I'm not going to fully comprehend how all this stuff is going to work. Interesting. Those appear to be, the crystals from the interloper, but I don't see any ghost matter. being detected. Oh, neat. We are not... Okay. We're technically outside the range of the supernova. In the fact that our body does not get, like, exploded. But our mind is recalled. I wonder... Oh, that probably would cause problems. I was gonna say, I wonder if I could... Excuse me? Why am I sideways? So I guess this is just to remind you that, hey, you don't have to go through that whole process again. Okay, try this again. I totally forgot what I was talking about. Well, we found quite a bit. Oh, yeah. Can we mark from here? Yes. Considering it's in that direction, we want to get clear of our planet. And a little bit of autopilot. Autopilot? There we go. I guess I wasn't actually locked on. Huh. So that's, the layout of that place. It's gonna be very confusing for me. And we've definitely spent quite a bit of time already here. You know, so we can end this video on a high note. That we've done a thing. That, you know, we're able to start the DLC now, everybody. So we will just go ahead and get back in here. And we'll dock our ship and call it an episode. And next time we will do a little bit more exploration. So I will see you guys next time. I love ya. Mwah. Bye-bye.